Hey, I'm about to show you how easy it is to make fried fish. And no, we're not gonna set up a deep fryer. For our batter, we're gonna use about a mounded ½ cup of all-purpose flour. This is a ½ cup, maybe plus a tablespoon or two. A ½ tablespoon of baking powder, a ½ cup of regular old tap water, and 1 egg. Then just get this mixed up really well. You can also add things like paprika or cayenne pepper. We're gonna set this aside. I like to let it sit for about 5 minutes so we can prep our fish. My favorite fish to use for this is cod. This is wild caught cod, but both pollock and haddock are very common substitutes. But be creative and be curious. You can fry whatever you want. When we cut our fish, we wanna visualize like a chicken finger. So I'm gonna split this right down the middle. Then I'm gonna start to slice this about a ½ inch on a bias. So we end up with pieces like this. Once we batter them and fry them, they're gonna look just like a chicken finger. Then while you have this on your cutting board, give it some kosher salt and some black pepper. Again, you can use whatever kind of seasoning you want. Mix this up, we'll get it in this container. Now it's gonna be time for the fun part. And it may not look like it, but this is the consistency that we want our batter. If your batter gets too thin or too thick, you can adjust it with a little bit of water or a sprinkling of flour. And I like to put maybe 3 or 4 pieces of fish right into our batter. Into the oil, and we want to lay this away from ourselves. You want this to sizzle right away. If it does not sizzle, lift the piece of fish out and start when it does. A good test is that you can drip a little bit of the batter into the oil, and if it starts to sizzle and pop, you're ready to go. Try not to crowd your pan. You can use a bigger pan, or you can work in batches. And if you notice, you only need enough oil in your pan to just come up about halfway up the fish. And as your fish begins to cook, you can see the batter starting to brown. So after maybe 2 minutes, give it a flip. Then after about 1.5 to 2 minutes, our fish is ready. I like to use a spatula for this step because once cod is cooked, it likes to fall apart. And you can work onto a wire rack like I have set up here, or even a plate with a paper towel. You can even hold these warm in like a 200-degree oven if you need to. I like to give this some kosher salt right out of the oil, but because we pan fried these, the surface of the bottom of the pan actually helps the batter cling onto the fish as it fries, instead of possibly melting off as it could if we deep fried these. And follow me because my secret to the best tartar sauce is plenty of pickle juice. Oh, and these also make awesome fish tacos.